Almost everybody in your company is doing something wrong, isn't it? Yes or no? No? All of them are doing something wrong. Some of them are doing too many things wrong. All of them are doing something wrong, isn't it? So if you start firing all of them, you won't have anybody left. So whom to fire, whom to keep is just a question of how many wrong things are they doing, isn't it? Everybody has pluses and minuses. You weigh and see, are their pluses more or minuses more? Their minuses become overwhelmingly more, then you relieve them. Don't call it as firing them. Why firing them? You have to relieve them. They need a respite, you need a respite. Because if a person who is doing too many minuses in a position continues, he will become a disaster for the company. Company is not just yours, all the people who are working, all their lives will become a disaster if one key person start doing too many minuses, isn't it? Isn't it so? So it is not just about your company, your money, your thing. Once you start something, 100 people are involved in it, isn't it? Everybody's life is involved in it. Maybe you're making all the profit, they're only collecting a salary, that's not the point. But it's their livelihood too, more than yours, isn't it? Your livelihood will go on even if the damn company closes, but their livelihood will not go on if something goes wrong. So it is their company as much as yours. It is not a question of who is owning what. Their life is as much involved as yours is. And the health of the company is very important for their well-being, isn't it so? So if somebody is doing too many minuses, not good for the whole atmosphere, then you must give him a rest. Don't think in terms of, I'll fire him. Why? You must relieve the company of him because for the health of the company, he's not good. So let's change that attitude. You are not going to fire anybody. You raised your hand. I wanted to tell a joke about a Polish man, but you raised your hand, so you got it. So, question of whom to keep in which position is a question of your judgment at that situation. If I say, out of every 10 people, fire 2 people at random, is that going to work? That's a silly way of managing things. Lots of things, tyrants have always managed situations like this, do you know? Tyrants have always managed situations like this. Something is going on, now if they want to control crime, you know what they do? They just pick up 2 youth on the street, publicly flog them and shoot them. So much fear in the society. It doesn't matter whether that guy is a criminal or not, that's not the point. This is a way of handling things. You should not manage your company like this. This is not a human way of doing things, isn't it? Unfortunately, in the world, many people think this is management. No. After all, you're doing your work, you're running your business. Why? You want to maybe make some money, definitely make some money, but above all, you want to make your life with it, isn't it? The growth of your company, your work, whatever, means something to you, to bring joy to you, and at the same time many people get to eat, it makes their life, their families, their works. That's the way the world works. But this process, where is the reason to get so nasty and this thing? We can run it within human standards of what is good for all of us, isn't it so? Where is the need to get angry? Where is the need even to think that you can fire somebody? Don't fire anybody. If somebody is unsuitable for a job, you must give him a chip. Your manager is no good manager, make him a clerk. If he's willing, you tell him you're not a good manager, you want to work as a clerk, you work. If he says, I will go, it's up to him. Isn't it? He's not good for being a clerk, make him see if he can sweep the floor. If he says, I am not willing, he will go. But if he's not good for that, then maybe make him stand as a watchman. Not even good for that, give him something else. But he may not be willing to do it and he may go. That's his choice. You are not firing him. You just… if he is not suitable for a job, what's the point in making him do the job, isn't it? That's simple as that. It is not… don't think in terms of responsibility, no responsibility, that's not it. When you do a job, you must do it the way it works, not some other way. Isn't it so? What is the idea of doing something? It must work, isn't it, for you and for everybody around you? That's all. Work is just that. It must happen in a way that's beneficial to you and everybody around you. Either it must do some good to you or to somebody else. If it doesn't do good any good to anybody, his job is lost and you are angry and fuming, you get blood pressure, he loses his salary, what is the point doing such a thing? No use, isn't it? Not good for anybody.